Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for Captain America issue 703. And this was an interesting one, because it went in some directions that I didn't think it would. So, we kind of get off from the last part, and we see that the Skull is back in power. Well, not back in power, but he's back on the playing field. And before this, we see that General Purser has captured Steven and is going to use him as a lure and bait. This then leads us to the Red Skull pretty much interrogating Jack to see what's going on and where, of course, his greatest enemy is. And at one point he says Rogers, and then Jack says yes, and he thinks that it's Steve, and he starts torturing him. We then switch over to seeing Cap being tortured by these villains because they wanted to get in the Avengers Mansion and all that, but he wouldn't give it up. And his friends came in time to help save him, but he still wanted to go off and stop their plan and all that. This, of course, is a juxtaposition to what we see with Jack being tortured by the Red Skull. And he says, whatever, please stop hurting me, because all he cares about is his son. Because when his wife Darla died, it acted as kind of a force multiplier to his love for Steven, and he just wanted to make sure that his son was okay. And the Red Skull's like, what can you do? Then, of course, he's thinking like how historians in this period would be, of tactically trying to figure the situation to his advantage. So he pretty much decides to pit the Red Skull against this sleeper Kree government. And pretty much says, you know what, with the powers that you've got at the moment, if you follow my plan, you can have the government before your energies can dissipate. I'm like, holy shit. Now granted, it was kind of surprising, but this is a different person than Cap. He's got different goals and objectives. Now granted, it isn't the most pleasant idea to think of him teaming up with the Red Skull, but at this moment, he doesn't know who he can trust, and he's got a walking super weapon filled with cosmic cube energy. And if he can aim that gun in a certain direction that it doesn't blow back on him and any innocents, why not use that? So he pretty much gets in, and they're able to get into Purser's office, and they're able to disseminate the information as widely as possible while the Skull is taking out people left and right and just being an unstoppable monster. Also, I think turning some of the Kree soldiers into his own kind of flaming head, similar Ghost Rider kind of people. I'm like, damn. But we see that this, of course, launches the whole world into chaos, and people are fighting every which way, and Jack is able to get to Purser and knock him out, and he's got Steve. And Purser's like, do you think that you can fight us? And he's like, yeah, we won't be your slaves. And he goes, well, you've got like 24 hours, because the Krees start coming in through like jump gates and start blasting everywhere. But he relates to Purser that Steven is the key. He's like, what do you mean? It's the key to, from the files and everything. He can unlock something. I'm like, ooh, could be the return of Cap to this time period or something? Or what could be within Steven, or could he turn into the next kind of Captain America? I'm intrigued to see where this is going, because this is an interesting concept, and I kind of just like the weird kind of ride that it is at the moment. It's kind of similar to when they put Cap in like Armin Zola's kind of weird-ass dimension with like Cap and Nomad. It's just different kind of players, but it's just kind of a different kind of take that I'm really intrigued to see where it's going to end and what, if any, repercussions we'll eventually get. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.